All right. All right. Welcome to session number 3. Today we're going to be talking about a couple of doctors and practitioners. Doctors and practitioners are pretty important for all your competitive exams because all your exams are now getting inspired by competitive exams like GMAT, which are going to be testing you on biology and a couple of other stuff. So if you have a good grasp of doctors, it's going to be helpful for your reading comprehension also, where a good or big words like osteopath, you should be knowing what this is all about, because most of the reading comprehension RCs in Indian competitive examinations as well as foreign competitive examinations are going in that direction where biology topics are important. So agenda, you're going to get familiar with these topics. When you see a bio-based RC, you don't say, hey, what is this? So let's get familiar. My favorite ones, psycho. So I know psycho in the casual English or colloquial English, if I have to say. Let me give you a quick word today. Colloquial. Colloquial sounds like colony. So any words which are like general to a colony are called as colloquial. Okay, it's like a common language. Colloquial words. Psycho as a colloquial word means a crazy or a mad person. There's a word called as psychopath. A person who has lost his senses, a person who has lost his mental stability is called as psychopath. The first word of the day. Let's move forward. There is something called, there are two different kinds of doctors which are related to psychology. Number one is psychology or psychoanalysis or psychoanalyst. Okay, a quick test for you guys. Who is a doctor among them? You can pause the video for 1 second and think about it. Who is a doctor among them? Who has the word logy, study? So psychologist is the guy who is a doctor, who is in formal education, because logy means study, psycho means a mental or psychic. Psychoanalyst word means one who has analyzed the behavior of the person. During my Harvard Business School course, so we had a course on something called as behavioral economics. Behavioral economics is nothing but how do you make sure what's the behavior patterns in which people like to spend money. For example, let me give you an example of malls. You must have visited a couple of malls. Whenever you go to any big showroom, shopping mall, if you enter a mall inside, agenda of a mall owner or the retail outlet store guy is that you spend more time in a mall. If this is a top view of the mall, when you go up the staircase, you get in an elevator. All the elevators are like this, and then you have to take a round like this, and then take a round like. No elevator like straight up, because they want you to spend more time in the mall. You go up there and then take a big roundabout and then take the elevator up. Agenda, you need to spend more time in the mall. Number one. Number two, also if you're in a mall, the good or wisely designed mall, the floor of the mall has bigger tiles as compared to the smaller ones. Why? If the tiles are smaller on the ones you're walking, if the tiles are smaller, you tend to move fast. In a mall, do you think the guy wants you to move fast or want you to move slow? And in the subconscious mind, sometimes you just keep on walking fast. So the behavioral economics or the psychoanalysis guy is going to be making sure the size of the tiles are big. When you walk on the tiles, it's very slow and easy. Moreover, when you walk slowly, people around you also walk very slowly. So agenda, you have to spend more time in the mall. While you spend more time in the mall, you got to buy something for sure. Psychoanalyst, behavioral analyst. Psychologist is a doctor. He's similar to psychiatrist. Psychologist, you're giving your GRE exam or GMAT exam or CAT exam for that matter, or a banking exam. Psychologist. If say for example you're giving your CAT exam and your exam goes for a toss. There's a guy called Ram who's sitting out here. Ram's cat goes for a toss. Ram नीचे गया, building से उतरा. Ram ने cat को पकड़े बोला, cat कोई बात नहीं, हो जाएगा. We need to take him to psychoanalyst or psychiatrist or psychologist. Any one of them, but psychiatrist, iatrist means a specialist. Iatrist means a specialist. I repeat, psychologist, psychoanalyst and psychiatrist. Psycho, one of the very important words for all your competitive exams from reading comprehension point of view. The next word or the root word for today is opto. Opto, optometrist. Tell me boys and girls, is he a doctor or not? No, he's not a doctor. Optometrist, meter means to measure. He or she is that cute boy or cute girl who's sitting next to you. Whenever you go, आप चश्मा बनवाने जाते हो, वो आगे एक क्यूट सी लड़की बैठी होती है, कितना दिख रहा है, और ऐसे गंदा सा सामने बोर्ड लिखा होता है A, B, G, 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 etc. etc. So that person is going to be changing the glasses or lenses in front of you. दिख रहा है, नजर आ रहा है, नहीं आ रहा. That's called as ऑप्टोमेट्रिस्ट. ये कोई डॉक्टर वॉक्टर नहीं है, ये नॉर्मल सा कोर्स कोई करके वहां पे बैठा हुआ है. ऑप्टोमेट्रिस्ट. ऑप्टिशियन. There are a couple of opticians in India right now. I think GKB opticals, etc. Optician, is he a doctor? No, he's not a doctor. His job is to make sure he can make glasses or frames for you. Okay, yeah. My drawing is bad, but yeah, I give it a shot. Optician, or a guy who is making your glasses or frames. He's not a doctor again. Next one, chiro or pod. Two important words, difficult to remember. Chiropractor as well as podiatrist. Chiropractor or podiatrist. Chiro means hand. Chiro means hand. Anything which is related to massage therapy or pressing the right points or acupressure or acupressure, sorry, not puncture, is called as chiropractor. Important one to remember, but a difficult one to remember. Next one, podiatrist. Podiatrist. Pod means feet, or poda also means feet. Podiatrist, any ailment related to feet, or any doctor who is working with that is called as podiatrist. Moving forward, this is called chiropractor as well as podiatrist. So we have covered couple of important roots so far. Another important one is odontia. Odontia sounds like dental. So endodontist, there's a guy called endodontist. Endodontist is, endo means inside. If you got any root canal treatment to be done, if you got say some infection inside your teeth, and so you need to fill those things up, it's got to be endodontist. You need to go to a guy who's filling your teeth inside. Endo means inside. The next one is exodontist. Exo means outside. Removal of the teeth is called as exodontist. Endodontist or exodontist. The last one is called as periodontist. Periodontist or periodontics. Perimeter, the word perimeter, you must have heard this word. Perimeter means the outside boundary. Perimeter, periodontist. Any ailment inside the gums is called as perio. You need to go to the periodontist or dontic. So these are again important words for odontia. Okay, a quick test. What would be a word called as orthodontia? Let me give you a hint. Ortho means to straight. He's kind of a cosmetologist who's going to take care of your outer appearance of the body. Orthodontia means straightening of the teeth. Okay, sounds good. This is also in the same category of the words. Cardio, next important word is called as cardio. Cardiologist, you must have heard about cardiologist. Yes, a normal doctor or cardiologist is a normal doctor for heart. Let me try to make a heart. Okay, it's called as cardiologist. There are two important words here. One is called as cardiogram and cardiograph. Very important word. Multiple times they have been repeated in your exams again and again. Cardiogram and cardiograph. What are these words? Imagine there's a guy who is sitting on, or who is lying on a bed right now, and he's with all those glucose things going on. There's a doctor standing up there. There's a machine which goes into that. This machine is going to be showing your heart symptoms. It's going to be showing your heart rating. Cardiograph is the word which shows that. ये machine you must have seen like हिंदी movies में दिखाते हैं ये machine चल रही होती है, फिर वो बंदा मर जाता है तो टू, फिर दिया लगा होता है, दिया बुझ जाता है, like you remember that? Yeah. So this is called as cardiogram. Cardiogram is to measure. The device, the box placed next to that, which is going to be measuring all that stuff, is called as cardiogram, and graph is to write. It's called as graph. So we have done word called cardio. Ortho. I just spoke about ortho, orthodontist. Ortho means to straighten up. Ortho means to straighten up. Osteopath. Osteopath means any doctor who is expert in bones and blood vessels. Very important. Couple of times the reading comprehensions have been based on bones and blood vessels. In fact, in your GRE GMAT exam, it's more important. In Indian exams like banking, etc., it's not that important, but still you can learn this word called as osteopath for bones as well as blood vessels. So any problem you come across, you need to go to an osteopath. All right. So let me quickly summarize the whole talk. We started with the word called as psycho. Psycho means, psycho. Okay, sorry for that. Psychoanalysis. Psychoanalysis is the guy who is going to making sure he does a behavior analysis, who takes care of the behavior of the person. Somatic, soma, we missed this word. Soma means body. Psychosomatic. Psychosomatic behavior is a behavior which is mainly because of mental problems, but it's affecting your body. For example, when I was a kid in my 8th standard, I used to get sick. I swear to God, it's true. I used to get sick before my history exam. Why? Because my history teacher was really strict, a typical North Indian strong-built woman, but I used to get sick. So anything which is mental, but it's going to be affecting your body is called as psychosomatic or psychosoma. Psychologist is a doctor. Psychopath is a crazy, mental, sick guy, is called as psychopath. So root number 1 for the day, summarizing the whole thought. Number 1, psycho. Number 2, opto. Opto means to see or eye. We did 2 words, optometrist and also optician. Optometrist is to measure and optician is the guy who's taking care of your glasses. He is not a doctor and he is not a doctor. Chiro or pod, chiropractor. Chiro means hand. It always reminds me of one more thing. Chiropractor. The best one to hit on girls is to know chiromancy. What is chiromancy? Chiromancy is hand reading or palm reading. One of my friends is very good at that and his count is too good. So chiromancy. Chiro is hand and mancy means to read or to see. Podiatrist means feet. Anybody who is a feet doctor is called as podiatrist. Bones and blood vessels, the next word osteo means bones and blood vessels. The next word for the day, dontia or dontos, dontia, endodontist, endodontist, inside the teeth. Exodontist, outside the teeth is called as dontia. Okay, moving back, psychologist, psychiatrist, we did that. Psychoanalyst is the behavior guy, who is the guy who is designing malls for you, who's going to make sure the malls, the tile size of the mall is pretty bigger, you walk slowly and you spend more time there. That's called as psychoanalyst. Coming next, we had the word called cardio. Root number 1, root number 2, root number 3, root number 4 is called as cardio. Cardio means heart or cardio means cardiologist. Cardiogram, we take this example. Cardiogram is the guy, cardiogram is a device which measures the whole thing. Cardiograph is the graphy or the visual description or writing graph exactly mean. Ortho means to straighten it up. We did the word orthodontic. Straightening of the teeth is called as orthodontist. So, and we did one more important word, difficult to remember, called as osteopath. Bones and blood vessels. The periodontist, which is also in addition to endodontist, which means the guy who's going to be taking care of your surroundings of the teeth or the gums. Okay, so we did all the doctors in session number 3. In session number 4 also we're going to be extending some doctors. I repeat, it's very important for your all the reading comprehension in all your exams, because when you read a reading comprehension and your competitor who doesn't have any knowledge about these doctors, you're going to be definitely sailing much more ahead than other guy. And the first step of reading comprehension, which is being engaged, being engaged in the reading comprehension is damn important. So a strong vocabulary and a strong foundation with the doctors, biological methods, treatments, etc. is going to give you a quick edge. So so wait and watch. You can click on the other videos on the right side of the panel and even on the left side. And we wish you all the best and see you soon again. Thank you very much.